Good morning. This is Pastor Ernie Lewis from the Blue Point Church in Sisney, Illinois, with your thoughts for Monday. I want us to return to Romans chapter 12 today with some directions on how to live as a Christian. We'll take up where we left off a couple of weeks ago with verse 14, where Paul writes, "Bless those who persecute you, bless and do not curse." First of all, I want us to clear up some misconceptions about persecution. If you've been mistreated by customer service at your local store, that is not persecution, all right? If you mistreat someone else and they retaliate in kind, that is not persecution, all right? If you're reproved for bad actions on your part, that is not persecution. I've often heard people say, well, this is the cross I have to bear. No, you have brought it upon yourself. But I realize whenever Paul talks about persecution here, he's talking about a crowd that has been through a lot. They have lost possessions. They have been mistreated by their family. And of course, the Roman government has been terrible and cruel to those who followed Christ. It may certainly be that you are persecuted for your faith. Maybe someone doesn't like the way you witness to them about their own need. Or perhaps they think that you act better than them because you're a Christian. I certainly hope that is not true of us. But we also need to be careful that we don't take this personally. I mean, this is not normally an attack upon you or upon who you are. Jesus actually said in John chapter 15, if the world hates you, you know that it hated me before it hated you. If you were of the world would love its own, yet because you are not of the world, but I chose you out of this world, and therefore the world hates you. Most of the persecution we face is because others hate Christ. And perhaps they are convicted in their own heart, or they just want to retaliate against us, just as Paul did whenever he was trying to persecute the church. So Paul writes the best way to react is to bless them. I know that is certainly against our nature, right? When attacked by others, we don't immediately try to bless them. But if we're to show love, as Christ did, then we bestow good wishes upon others instead of trying to hurt them. Paul says in verse 20, this type of action by Christians may even heap coals of fire upon their heads. But that should not be our motivation for doing so. We are called to be loving. And I really believe that blessing them is not just an outward show. It is something that we need to call for in our own hearts, or to call upon the Lord to bless them despite the way that they treat us. And Paul even ends the verse by saying, bless and do not curse, a reminder here that we're to do the positive, not the negative. Let's end the year by showing blessings and honor and unbridled love to others, even those who may persecute us, or especially to those who may persecute us. Bless them that persecute you.